There is a powerful transformation that every chosen one will experience. This change is happening right now, and most people don't even realize it. It is not something that can be avoided or postponed. It is a necessary process for those who are meant to rise above the illusions of this world. At first, it may feel like everything is falling apart, like your life is crumbling before your eyes. Relationships begin to shift. Your surroundings no longer feel the same, and the things you once enjoyed may suddenly seem meaningless. But this is not a sign that something is wrong. It is a divine preparation. This transformation is designed to bring you into alignment with your true self, the version of you that has always existed beyond fear, doubt, and limitations. If you have ever felt like an outsider, if you have questioned why life seems different for you compared to others, you are not alone. Every chosen one walks this path. And though it may feel confusing at times, understanding what is happening can make all the difference. Today, we are going to break down the first 3 phases of this transformation. These are the crucial stages that set the foundation for your awakening. As you listen, you may recognize some of these changes in your own life. You may even realize that you are further along than you thought. But no matter where you are in this journey, one thing is certain: you are being prepared for something much greater than you can imagine. If you are a chosen one, you cannot escape this transformation. It is part of your spiritual evolution, and it is happening whether you are ready or not. The world is shifting, energy is changing, and those who are meant to rise are being called into action. The reason you feel different, the reason you sense something beyond what most people see, is because you are no longer operating within the same frequency as the masses. For years, you may have tried to fit in. You may have followed the same path as everyone else, going to school, getting a job, building a life that was considered normal. But deep down, something never felt quite right. It was as if you were playing a role that didn't truly belong to you. This is because you were never meant to blend in with the crowd. Your soul has a mission, and that mission cannot be fulfilled by following the same patterns as everyone else. This transformation is inevitable because the universe does not allow a chosen one to stay asleep forever. If you do not embrace this change, life will force you into it. You will start feeling disconnected from the things that once brought you comfort. You may experience sudden losses, friendships ending, job opportunities slipping away, or unexpected challenges appearing in your path. These things are not happening to punish you. They are happening to push you into alignment with who you truly are. If you try to resist this transformation, the struggle will only intensify. The more you hold on to what no longer serves you, the more painful the process will become. This is why so many people go through a period of suffering before their awakening. It is the universe's way of breaking down the false identities and illusions that have been built over time. But once you surrender to this transformation, everything changes. What once felt like destruction will start to feel like a rebirth. You will begin to see that everything happening now is guiding you toward a higher version of yourself. Before stepping into your true power, the old version of you must fall apart. This is one of the most difficult phases of transformation, but it is also the most necessary. In this phase, the things that no longer align with your true self will start to disappear. This may come in the form of broken relationships, career shifts, emotional breakdowns, or even a deep existential crisis. First, it may feel like everything is working against you. You may wonder why things are going wrong when all you wanted was clarity and peace. But in reality, nothing is going wrong. You are simply being stripped of everything that is holding you back. Think of it like a house that has been standing for many years. Over time, the foundation weakens, the walls crack, and the structure becomes unsafe. If you try to repair it by patching up small sections, the problems will only return. The only way to truly rebuild is to tear it down and start fresh. That is exactly what is happening to you in this phase. The old beliefs, the outdated perspectives, and the unhealthy attachments must be removed so that you can build a new foundation based on truth and authenticity. Many chosen ones experience an identity crisis during this phase. You may start questioning everything: who you are, what you believe, and what your purpose is. This is because the version of yourself that you once identified with is no longer valid. You are now stepping into a new reality, and it can feel unsettling at first. But the key to surviving this phase is trust. Trust that what is falling apart is meant to go. Trust that what is being removed is making space for something far greater. One of the most powerful lessons in this phase is learning to let go. Letting go does not mean giving up. It means releasing your grip on the things that are no longer meant for you. It means allowing yourself to flow with the changes rather than fighting against them. The more you resist, the more painful this phase will feel. But the moment you surrender, you will begin to see the beauty in the breakdown. If you feel alone right now, this is not a punishment. It is a sacred calling. Every chosen one goes through a period of isolation before stepping into their true purpose. This is because transformation requires deep inner work, and that work cannot be done when you are constantly surrounded by distractions. During this phase, old friendships may fade, and family members may not understand you. The people who once felt close to you may begin to drift away. At first, this can be painful. You may wonder why relationships that seemed strong are suddenly falling apart. But the truth is, not everyone is meant to go where you are going. The reason isolation is necessary is that it forces you to face yourself. When you are constantly surrounded by others, it is easy to lose yourself in their energy. It is easy to conform, to follow, to be influenced by the thoughts and beliefs of those around you. But when you are alone, you have no choice but to listen to your own inner voice. This phase is where deep healing happens.
It is where you begin to reconnect with your true self, the self that existed before the world told you who to be. You may start reflecting on your past, uncovering hidden wounds, and confronting the fears that have held you back. This is all
part of the process. Many chosen ones use this time to dive into spiritual practices, meditation, journaling, prayer, or simply spending time in nature. These practices help you strengthen your connection with your higher self. They allow you to quiet the noise of the world and tune into the wisdom that has always been within you. This phase is not meant to last forever, but it is crucial for your growth. It is the cocoon phase before the butterfly emerges. The world may not see your transformation yet, but something powerful is happening inside you. And when the time is right, you will step out of isolation, stronger, wiser, and more aligned than ever before. Once the isolation phase begins, something deep within you starts to stir. Buried emotions, old wounds, and unresolved pain that have been sitting in your subconscious for years will suddenly rise to the surface. This is known as the emotional purge, and it is one of the most intense phases of transformation. For years, you may have pushed emotions aside, whether it was heartbreak, disappointment, fear, or insecurity. You may have distracted yourself with work, relationships, or entertainment just to avoid facing these feelings. But now, there is no more escaping. The transformation demands total cleansing, and that means confronting everything you once ignored. Many chosen ones feel overwhelmed during this phase. You may experience waves of sadness, anger, frustration, or even grief, and you might not even know why. Some days you may wake up feeling exhausted, as if you are carrying a weight you don't fully understand. This is because you are releasing years of emotional baggage, not just from this lifetime, but possibly even from past lifetimes or ancestral wounds. At first, this process can feel uncomfortable. Society has conditioned us to suppress emotions, to stay strong and keep going no matter how we feel inside. But the truth is, real strength comes from allowing yourself to feel. Suppressing emotions only makes them grow stronger. In the background, controlling your thoughts and actions without you realizing it. This phase is about cleansing your soul. It is the deep, internal detox that allows you to create space for higher vibrations, peace, clarity, love, and purpose. But in order to get there, you must first clear out the lower energies. Here's what you need to remember. Crying is healing. If emotions rise up, do not push them down. Let them flow through you. Journaling is powerful. Write down what you're feeling, no matter how chaotic or unfiltered it seems. Meditation and stillness are key. Sit with your emotions instead of running from them. Observe them like waves. They rise, peak, and eventually fade. One day, you will wake up and realize the weight is gone. You will feel lighter, clearer, and more aligned than ever before. This is because you have freed yourself from the emotional chains that once held you back. And that freedom is essential for what comes next, the awakening of your spiritual gifts. As your emotional body becomes lighter, something incredible begins to happen. Your spiritual senses start to activate. It is as if a veil has been lifted, and suddenly you begin experiencing life in a completely different way. You may start having vivid dreams that feel more like messages than random images. You may begin noticing synchronicities, numbers like 1111, repeating patterns, or strange coincidences that seem too perfect to be random. Your intuition will grow stronger, and you'll find yourself knowing things before they happen. These are signs that you are stepping into your spiritual power. Every chosen one has unique gifts, and this is the phase where those gifts begin to reveal themselves. Some people develop heightened intuition. Some begin experiencing energy shifts or sensations, while others start seeing beyond the physical realm. Here are a few signs that your spiritual abilities are awakening. Your dreams become more vivid and meaningful. You may receive guidance or messages through dreams. You start to sense energy. You may feel the emotions of others more intensely or notice auras and vibrations. Your intuition sharpens. You just know things without explanation, and your gut feelings become more accurate. You feel deeply connected to nature and the universe. You see the interconnectedness of all things. At first, this may feel strange. You might even question whether these experiences are real or if you're imagining things. But the truth is, your awareness is simply expanding. You are beginning to see reality beyond the limits of the five senses. However, with this new awareness comes responsibility. Many chosen ones go through a period of doubt, where they wonder if they are truly ready for these gifts. They may feel overwhelmed by the sensitivity that comes with heightened awareness. But this phase is not meant to make you feel lost. It is meant to prepare you for your divine purpose. If you are experiencing these signs, trust that they are happening for a reason. You are awakening to your true nature, and your soul is guiding you towards something greater. But before you can fully step into your power, there is one final test, the test of faith. Just when you begin feeling aligned, when everything starts making sense, life throws you a challenge. This is the moment that separates those who are truly ready from those who are not. Every chosen one must go through a test of faith before stepping into their full power. It is almost as if the universe is asking, are you truly ready for this transformation? And in order to prove that you are, you must stand firm in your beliefs, even when everything seems uncertain. This test can come in many forms. For some, it might be a sudden setback, like losing a job, a relationship falling apart, or facing unexpected struggles. For others, it might be a period of doubt, where the mind starts questioning everything. Is this really my path? Am I imagining all of this? What if I fail? These thoughts are normal, but they are also a part of the test. This phase is designed to break you or make you stronger. It is meant to see if you truly believe in the power within you, even when there is no immediate evidence of success. The biggest mistake people make in this phase is giving up too soon. They see obstacles as signs that they are on the wrong path, when in reality, obstacles are signs that they are getting closer to their breakthrough. Here's what you need to remember. During this test, challenges are not punishments. They are opportunities to grow stronger. Doubt is normal, but don't let it control you. Keep moving forward, even if you can't see the full picture yet. Your faith will determine your outcome. The moment you believe in yourself fully, reality begins to shift. Think of it like climbing a mountain. The hardest part is always right before the peak. The air gets thinner, your legs grow tired, and you start wondering if you can make it. But if you push through, the view at the top is unlike anything you've ever seen before. The same is true for your transformation. Right when you feel like giving up, right when you think nothing is working, that's when the breakthrough happens. This is the moment where many chosen ones make a critical choice. They either go back to their old ways, choosing comfort over growth, or they step forward in faith, trusting that the universe is guiding them towards something greater. Those who choose faith, those who keep going despite the doubts, despite the challenges, they are the ones who step into their true power. And once you pass this test, everything changes. You are no longer the same person. You have proven to yourself, to the universe, and to your soul that you are ready. And now, the final stage begins. The rebuilding of your identity as the powerful, awakened being you were always meant to be. After surviving the test of faith, something inside you shifts. You are no longer the same person you once were. The doubts that once held you back have started to fade, and the fears that controlled you now seem insignificant. This is the phase where you begin to rebuild yourself from the inside out. During the earlier stages of transformation, you had to let go of your old self. You had to release limiting beliefs, outdated mindsets, and emotional burdens that no longer served you. Now, it is time to redefine who you are. This is not about returning to who you used to be. It is about creating the highest version of yourself, the version that is aligned with your divine purpose. In this phase, you will start to notice a deep shift in your thoughts, habits, and behaviors. The things that once triggered you no longer affect you in the same way. You may feel a growing sense of confidence, clarity, and inner peace. You begin to understand that you are no longer a victim of circumstances. You are a co-creator of your reality. Here's what happens during the rebuilding phase. You redefine your beliefs. You start questioning old perspectives and choosing empowering thoughts. Your habits align with your higher self. You naturally start making choices that support your growth. You let go of fear. You no longer live from a place of survival. Instead, you step into a state of flow and trust. You embrace your divine purpose. You begin feeling a deep sense of alignment with your mission. This phase requires intention and discipline. Just as an architect carefully designs a new building, you must be conscious of how you are reconstructing your mindset, energy, and vision. The more aligned you become, the more effortless life starts to feel. At this stage, you fully embody your true power. You no longer question whether you are worthy or capable. You simply know that you are. The insecurities that once held you back no longer have control over you. The person you were in the past seems like a distant memory because now you have risen into your highest potential. This is the phase where you become a light for others. People will start noticing the shift in your energy. Some will feel drawn to you, seeking guidance and wisdom. Others may feel intimidated because your transformation reminds them of their own fears and limitations. Not everyone will celebrate your growth, and that's okay. Your path is not for everyone. It is for those who are ready to awaken. As you step into your power, You begin to speak your truth with confidence. You no longer fear judgment or rejection. Manifest with ease. Your energy is now aligned with abundance, and things start flowing effortlessly. Attract the right people. You naturally draw in relationships that are aligned with your higher purpose. Lead by example. Your transformation inspires others to awaken to their own power. At this stage, you realize that your journey was never just about you. Everything you've gone through, every challenge, every moment of doubt, every struggle, was preparing you to be a guide for others. The world needs more awakened souls, and you are now one of them. Now that you have stepped into your power, you begin to understand the true nature of reality. You see that the world is not something that happens to you. It is something that happens through you. Reality is a reflection of your inner world, and now that you have rebuilt your identity, everything around you begins to shift. You may start to notice people treating you differently. As your energy rises, those around you begin to mirror your new frequency. Opportunities appearing effortlessly. Because you now operate from alignment, success flows naturally. Synchronicities increasing. You constantly receive signs and confirmations from the universe. But most importantly, you now understand that the external world is not the source of your happiness. It is simply a mirror of your internal state. Instead of reacting to life, you now create life. You no longer beg the universe for change. You embody the change, and the universe responds accordingly. This is the ultimate realization of a chosen one. You are no longer controlled by the world. You are now a conscious architect of your reality. Reaching this level of awareness is powerful, but it requires maintenance. Many chosen ones experience ups and downs after their transformation. The journey does not end once you awaken. It is a continuous process of learning, growing, and expanding. To maintain this transformation, you must stay committed to self-mastery. Growth never stops. Always seek higher wisdom. Surround yourself with aligned energy. Be mindful of who and what you allow into your space. Protect your frequency. Stay away from negativity and distractions that pull you back into old patterns. Keep trusting the process. There will still be challenges, but now you know how to navigate them. This phase is about living in alignment consistently. You have come too far to slip back into old habits. Stay disciplined in your spiritual practices, keep your mind sharp, and continue strengthening your connection with the universe. At the end of this transformation, you will look back and realize something profound. You were always this powerful. Everything you have discovered on this journey was already inside you. The strength, the wisdom, the clarity, it was all there, hidden beneath layers of conditioning and fear. The transformation was not about becoming something new. It was about remembering who you were meant to be all along. Now, you move through life with a sense of peace and purpose. You no longer fear uncertainty because you trust yourself and the universe. You have awakened to the truth of your existence, and that truth has set you free. This is where your real journey begins. This transformation is happening right now. If you have been feeling these shifts in your life, know that you are not alone. You are being prepared for something greater, and everything you have experienced has a divine purpose. Every chosen one goes through these phases: the breakdown, the isolation, the awakening, the test of faith, and ultimately, the rebirth. It is a sacred journey, one that leads to true freedom and power. The question is, will you embrace this transformation or resist it? If this message resonates with you, it is because you are ready. You are ready to step into your power, to awaken fully, and to become the creator of your own reality. The world needs more awakened souls, and your time is now. If you found this message valuable, share it with others who are going through their transformation. Let them know they are not alone. And if you are ready to fully step into your power, leave a comment below sharing your experience. The journey is just beginning. Are you ready?